Jephthah the Gileadite was a mighty warrior, but his brothers drove him away from their home, and he lived in the land of Tob. But when the Ammonites came and made war against Israel, the Gileadites asked Jephthah to lead them into battle. Jephthah said to them, "If the Lord gives me victory over the Ammonites, then I will be your ruler." Then Jephthah sent messengers to the Ammonite king, asking why he had started a war. The king said it was because Israel had taken their land, but Jephthah explained that this wasn't true. "The Lord, the judge, will decide between us," Jephthah said. Then the Spirit of the Lord came upon Jephthah, and he made a vow, a solemn promise to the Lord. "If you give the Ammonites into my hand, then whatever comes out of my house when I return home will be devoted to you." So Jephthah went to fight the Ammonites, and the Lord gave them into his hand. When Jephthah came home again, what did he see coming out of his house? His only child, his daughter, came to meet him with tambourines and dancing. As soon as he saw her, he said, "Alas, my daughter, you have caused me great trouble. I have made a vow to the Lord, and I cannot go back on it." And she said to him, "Do what you have promised." So Jephthah's daughter went into the mountains with her friends for 2 months. They mourned the fact that she would never be able to get married now. And when she came home, Jephthah did what he had promised. She was specially devoted to the Lord. Then the men of Ephraim came to Jephthah and said, "Why didn't you call us when you went to fight the Ammonites? We're going to burn your house down." So fighting arose between Jephthah's men and the Ephraimites, but Jephthah's men were victorious. Some of the Ephraimites ran away, but Jephthah's men stopped them getting across the river Jordan. They made everyone who wanted to cross it say the word Shibboleth, but the Ephraimites couldn't say it properly, and that's how they were caught. Jephthah judged Israel for 6 years, and then he died. 3 more judges came after him, Ibzan, Elon, and Abdon. But the people of Israel again did evil in God's sight, and the Philistines came to oppress them. We learn here that God empowers his servants. His Spirit came upon Jephthah and made him mighty in battle. And God's Spirit can give us power too. And we learn that we must be careful what we promise. Jephthah learned this in a very hard way when he had to give up his daughter. And we learn how sinful the human heart is. God's people kept on being delivered, but then they kept on going back to their sin. It's why we need a Saviour greater than any of the judges, Jesus Christ, God's Son.